Hey guys, and welcome to part 17 of Building Theed. So in the last episode, guys, we were finally able to start work on one of the houses, and we actually completely finished the ground floor for that house. So in this episode, we're going to try to get as much work done as possible to finish up the house, hopefully, completely finishing it off, because that way we can have like a final model house that's going to be the base for the other two that we're going to work on in future episodes. So let's just get right into building. Okay guys, so here is a general overview of the current state of the MOC. Where we're going to start off this episode is right here. We're going to start by building the floor of the first floor of this house. So let's just get right into it. Okay guys, so here it is. This is the base of the first floor. It is almost identical to that of the ground floor, actually identical in pattern. The only variation really is the different, studs that stick out here because of the different furniture that I'm going to place on this floor, which I will talk about later on. But right now I'm going to carry on building up the walls and I'll check back in. So this is the progress so far. I am recording this now because I've gotten to a point where I have to insert the windows, and I just wanted to explain that I will be using the same technique that I used for the doors down below. However, these are just a little bit shorter and smaller, but the effect is going to be pretty much the same. So I'm going to go ahead, place those, and then show you guys what that looks like. All right, you guys, so this is what the windows look like. I also did a little bit of extra wall work just to make sure that everything was, nice and secure. I really like how this is turning out, guys. I especially really like the way that this sort of frames the entryway and just makes it look like it's just a very tall door, when in reality it's the same height as these two. It just looks so nice, and I'm so happy with how it's turning out. What I think I'm going to do now is go ahead and finish up the walls, and then what we're going to do is go ahead and talk about what we're going to do on the inside of the first floor. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I finished bringing the walls up to level, and now the first floor is officially done. But now I'm gonna get to work on the furniture that's gonna go in here. So the plan is, I wanted to create a sort of like dining room just to sort of simulate that scene in Attack of the Clones where Padme and Anakin are having, I think it's lunch, and he uses the Force with a pear, and it's actually kind of hilarious. But yeah, I wanted to create something that would kind of look like that. So that's the vibe I'm gonna try to recreate. I'm gonna go ahead, get the furniture built, and then we'll see what that looks like. So here it is, you guys, my little dining room scene. I know it's not movie accurate at all, but I just wanted to represent the vibe, a large table with two people sitting across from each other. I use the same chairs that I use over there in the palace for the Queen's handmaidens, and I feel like they fit in really nicely here, and the table design looks really great as well. And in the back there's a little piece of furniture, with just some decorations to set the scene. Now I'm gonna go ahead and build up the roof. Now originally I wanted to do something with plates and kind of like different techniques, but I finally ended up opting for a classic Lego roof build with just standard slopes, just so as to not overcomplicate things. So I'm gonna go ahead, build that, and then we'll get to work on the final details. All right, you guys, and this is what it looks like with the roof completely in place, and I am obsessed with it. Now it is time for the final part, which is always my favorite part, which is placing the vine and vegetation out front. And this time I'm going to be using a little bit of a different technique. I mean, it's the same thing, but this time I'm going to add this piece like wrapped around to sort of help patch the gaps between the ones that are kind of far apart and then these ones here, just to sort of give the idea that it's like a connected vine, and I'm really excited to see how that turns out. So I'm gonna go ahead, build this, and then we'll do a final reveal of the finished house. And there it is, you guys. It looks so good. I am honestly so happy with how it turned out. Like, I just can't wait to build the other two and just see like a row of houses in this MOC. It's gonna look so amazing. That piece that I added, that like flexible piece, really works wonders when looking at it up close. Like the vine detail, it's just amazing, and you can really tell that it helps to set up the scene. I am in love with this. And then I also added a minifigure just so you guys can kind of get an idea of scale and what it looks like. I feel like it's a very nice minifig scale. Like, it fits in really well. It doesn't look too big or too small. It just really feels well balanced, and that makes me really happy and very excited to see the other two houses built. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be it for this update. Let's go ahead and talk about what you guys can expect in the next one. All right, you guys, so really great progress. We finished the first model house, and honestly, it turned out better than I expected. I'm really happy that all of the techniques worked and everything that I planned just, came together so nicely. It makes me really excited for the other two houses. So in the next episode, you guys, I'm actually gonna start building the two other houses simultaneously. So we're gonna try and move forward twice as fast as we have in the past two episodes. It's gonna be a little bit crazy, but I think we can pull it off. All right, guys, so now it is that time in the episode where we update our follow along map. So last time we were here, and this time we've made it all the way up to here. So now you can really see the skyline taking a little bit more shape. You can see the roof and the little pop of color that those flowers add just really makes it stand out nicely. And it makes me even more excited to build the other two houses. So yeah, guys, that is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in and, keeping track of this series. If this is your first episode, welcome. I hope you've enjoyed it, and feel free to tune in on episodes past. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.